30,000 subscribers. Like, what the heck?
Which is your favorite dessert you've gotten to try abroad? Would you travel for experiences down the road?
Favorite dessert, I think in the last 3 months. So I've been to Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand was like 2 days for a visa run, and then Singapore a couple of days, and then now I'm in the Philippines. I think my favorite dessert has been coconut flavored things. Like, I just love coconuts, and I think in Canada coconuts are really expensive, so I never buy coconuts, but I've been drinking a lot of coconut and then like coconut flavored things like coconut smoothies, shakes. And then another thing I really like is in Vietnam, I had this deep fried banana thing. And then in the Philippines, I had turon, which is like deep fried banana wrapped in like a, okay, I'll just put a picture. Oh, and with ice cream is really good.
And would I travel for experiences down the road?
I think I will forever be a lover of traveling, so yes.
Is the digital nomad life what you think it was going to be, and are you feeling how you thought you would feel before you started? Congratulations. It's not the first time I've lived abroad, so I kind of know what it's like, but I think it's the first time I have worked and traveled. So I have spent like a year in Beijing when I was on exchange and when I did an internship, and that was the longest I've been away from Vancouver. So I'm not new to like traveling, but what I think the hardest thing for me was just balancing travel and work. And because I felt like I kind of had like a deadline for my digital nomad trip in Southeast Asia, because right now me and my mom are gonna go visit my grandpa in China since he's getting really old. So I felt like I had to squish all of the Southeast Asia stuff before going to China. So next time I would definitely have stayed longer in each place so I can settle down, get into my routine. But I think I squished everything together just because I had like a deadline and I want to go see my grandpa as soon as possible. I didn't think it would be that hard to work while traveling, but I've only been able to do the minimum. I think in general, I haven't traveled that much because of COVID in the past 3 years, and in the last 3 months, I have just been reminded of how much I love meeting new people and connecting with people. That's like my favorite part about traveling. Like, I've met more than 10 subscribers, maybe 10 to 15 subscribers. I've reconnected with my old friends. I've met my friends of my friends, and I think that has been my favorite part. What are your thoughts on marriage/kids/relationships? Are you open to having kids?
Oh my god, I think that's like the most personal question I've got. So right now I am single. I would love to find somebody who like we're really compatible and we can like build a life together. I'm still undecided about kids, and I think in the last couple months I've really been thinking about this topic. Like, do I want to be child free or do I want to have kids? I think it's just a very different life, and I see how having children could be very, very rewarding, but it's a lot to deal with. But being child free could also be very rewarding in other ways. Like, I thought a lot about all those questions, like what are you going to do when you get old and you don't have children, or how are you going to have meaning in your life? And I think whether or not you have children or you don't have children, you can create meaning in your life and you can make an impact in different kinds of ways. So right now I can see a happy life with children and without children. I think ultimately I don't know. Maybe in the future when I find the right person, then I will know, but I think right now I'm still undecided. But I can see me going both ways.
Do you plan on being a digital nomad forever, or will you be back to Canada?
No, I don't think I could do this forever. I think my ideal situation is half Canada, half digital nomad. Like, I basically don't like the rain in Vancouver and the cold, so I'm gonna go traveling when it's bad weather in Canada.
How often do you eat maple syrup?
Basically never, but I eat peanut butter every single day. It's like my favorite breakfast. Peanut butter on whole wheat toast is my favorite breakfast. I love peanut butter.
What are some things you wish you knew before embarking the digital nomad lifestyle?
Nobody told me that I should stay longer in each place. I thought I could just like move around every 2 weeks and still be very productive, but actually like I couldn't.
How do you keep going on YouTube or really any online income when it seems to not be moving fast? How did you hold on to your dream?
I think especially after I quit my job, I kind of had to make money. Like, I had to do it or else I would have to go back to a job. Not that I hated my job. I actually really liked my old job, but it's just like I love the idea of me being my own boss, and I really, really wanted to work out, and I thought that I was meant for this. I don't think I'm called to the corporate life. With my YouTube, it took me so long to get monetized, like more than a year and a half. But I also knew that with YouTube, I knew that it would be a long-term thing. I knew that I want to share my experiences with people. Regardless of whether or not I made money from that, I would still want to do it anyways. I would just find other ways to make money and then like do my YouTube, even if it wasn't making money. So for me, the YouTube part was more about impact. For my other business projects like Etsy, or when I coached calligraphers, or when I was teaching calligraphy workshops, that motivation was more of, I really need to make cash right now. I need to make money so I can survive, so I can pay for my things. Like, I had to do it. So I think when you really, really want something and you know it's for you, you will really want to make it work, and you will really try anything to make it work. You will keep going no matter how hard it is. And I think for me, that this is like what I really, really want. That's how I had the motivation for it. How did you decide to set goals each week? Like, how many listings to do on Etsy? I wanted to maintain some kind of work-life balance. Like, I didn't want to work 12 hours a week. So I just set some realistic goal for myself. And I knew that I wanted to post at least one listing on Etsy every week. If possible, I would try to do like 3 or 4 listings. I think with goals, I try to set realistic goals, and if I don't meet them, it's okay. Because sometimes, like, okay, most of the times with business, like, things will take longer than expected. So I would just set the goals and be productive when I work, and whatever output I have, that's just the output that I have. I've also learned in the past 4 years that like burning out is so not good. Like, you just can't be creative when you're burnt out. So I try to really have a balance and to set realistic goals, like at least 1 listing on Etsy, at least 1 video on YouTube, and then maybe I have some time to do some other stuff too. What did you do to enhance education? YouTube videos. So with YouTube videos, I actually did pay for a YouTube course. I bought the Video Ranking Academy by Think Media, and I think my intention with that was I paid for that course because I knew I wanted to really make YouTube work. I did want to get access to all the resources that they had and the Facebook group and everything, but I think when I put down that money, it really made me believe that I am gonna do this. Like, I already invested money in this, I'm gonna do this. Okay, and then also before that, so when I was running my calligraphy and also my coaching business, I did hire a couple of business coaches, and I also had a life coach as well. So like, these coaches, and they were like a big investment for me, but I just knew it would be worth it. And now that I've done all that coaching, like I went through it, I can say it really was worth it, and I'm where I am now because of the business coaching and the life coaching that I got. How do you look so good in your pictures? Please cover your makeup tutorial. Okay, this is my friend Shravan, who has been saying to me for the past 2 years, we need a makeup tutorial. And you guys can see, like, I basically don't really wear that much makeup. So I'm always telling him, like, dude, I barely wear makeup. But I did tell him when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll make a makeup tutorial. So I think it'll be like a natural makeup tutorial, daily makeup kind of thing. So yeah, when I get 100,000 subscribers, I will make that. So this next question, I think I understand what it's saying. How do you get through all the struggles? How do you cope with it when you really want to do something? And how do you stay motivated? I would say, even if nobody else believes you, if your family doesn't believe you, if your friends don't believe that you can do this, you believe in yourself, and you find a community of other people who do believe in you. I really think that if you want to achieve something, it really starts off with believing in yourself and just knowing that there is the possibility that you can make it work. You don't need to be like 100% sure that you can make it work, but you need to have some level of faith and belief in yourself that you can do this. Your tips for finding a YouTube niche. Did you decide your niche or did it find you? Struggling. Okay, my YouTube niche has been a struggle for me the whole time. I started off making videos about how to make money with calligraphy and like how to start a business. I think my true passion is personal development and like growing as a person. Business is really related to that, but then I expanded my topics to like more personal development stuff, like how to deal with stress and stuff. And then I kind of just experimented with things. I had like a lot of different topics on my channel. And then when my Etsy videos started to do well, I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep doing these videos as well, but also I don't want to be an Etsy channel, so I'm gonna do like half the Etsy, half other videos. If you don't really know what your niche is, just make videos that you personally want to make, because if you get big, if one of the videos goes viral, your audience kind of expects more videos on that topic, so you might as well make videos that you yourself, where you really like the topic. How to grow on YouTube fast. Things you wished you knew back then. And also similar question, if you could start YouTube in 2023, what would you do differently? I would say the first thing is I would try to be myself more, because at the beginning I thought that all YouTubers, like successful ones, had to be really energetic in their videos, like, welcome to my channel, I'm so glad you're back. And so I tried to do that at first, but it was just super duper draining for me to make the videos. And when I look back on the videos, I just feel like I was so fake back then. And I think that people can really tell if you are genuine and if you are being yourself on YouTube. People can really sense that energy. And how to grow fast? I think that's a really hard question to answer. There are so many things that come into play with growing a YouTube channel. Like there is your topic, there's the video audio quality, there's how you present yourself. I think the average YouTuber, like it takes time to learn everything. Oh, and also video editing. Oh my gosh, I didn't know how to edit videos at the beginning. So how to grow on YouTube fast? I would say that shouldn't be the goal when you start a YouTube. Your goal shouldn't be, how can I grow my YouTube fast? I think with YouTube, I think all successful YouTubers have a purpose on why they are starting the channel, and it's way bigger than just trying to make money. It's about helping people and impacting people, or just sharing about a topic that you are really passionate about and spreading the word about that. So I don't think if your goal on YouTube is to just grow fast and make money, I think everybody does want that, but I think the bigger thing to think about is why you are starting a YouTube channel. And if you know that it's gonna take you 1 or 2 years to get monetized, and possibly like 2 or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years to make any sort of real income on YouTube, would you still do it or would you not? Like, is this thing you're passionate about so important to you for you to share that you are willing to not make money for a really long time? Will you outsource editing if you find a good editor? Actually, I do have a video editor, so I usually trim the videos myself, and then I will get my editor to add B-rolls. If it's a video where I really want to do something specific with the video, or if it's something very specific that I'm talking about and I need to show like screenshots of stuff, like for example the Etsy update videos, like I edit those myself. But if it's more like me sharing my journey and I need like B-rolls, then my editor will do that. When wanting to explore so many different things, have you ever struggled with focus? E.g., what ideas are worth putting your time in, where your focus should be every day? I think I don't struggle with focus that much. I think it's okay. I always have like 1 or 2 main things that I'm working on. Usually I have like 2 things that I prioritize. So like right now my priority is number 1, my YouTube, number 2, my Etsy, and I do have another one which is like my new business idea that I want to work on. But normally at any given moment I am working on 1 to 3 business projects. And here's a tip: if you are working on multiple things at once, usually like how I break up my day is in the morning I will ideally work on my Etsy in the morning until lunch. Then after lunch I work on my YouTube. Then in the evening, if I have time, then I'll work on my other side projects which aren't making money right now, like my new business idea. How is traveling with work? Do you foresee that this is something you will do often? So I think this is about like the digital nomad stuff. So I love traveling and I also love working on my business. So I think I'll continue to do both. As I mentioned, I don't think I'll be like digital nomading forever. I think I want to do a split, like half-half. I love the summers in Vancouver. Why is your dream a travel blogger? So when I was 20 years old, now I'm 29, I just fell in love with traveling. I just loved it. I loved meeting new people, and I love exploring a new place and just seeing the world. At the time, I thought the only way you could travel was, I thought you had to have, number one, your own business. There were no remote jobs at that time. Oh, also, I really loved blogging my entire life. Since I was 11 years old, I've had a blog, multiple blogs. I loved writing. I loved just sharing about my experiences like my whole life. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I love blogging. I love writing. I already had many blogs before. Wow, you can make money blogging and you can travel at the same time. So that's why my dream was to be a travel blogger. The main thing is I wanted to travel and run my business at the same time and share my experiences with people, which is pretty much what I'm doing with my YouTube right now. Do you see yourself scaling a team in the future? Here's the thing. I'm the kind of business person who I just want to keep things simple. I don't want to deal with too many things. So I like having a simple business where I don't work with that many people. Or if I work with people, like I'm not in meetings all day. I don't know. That's me right now. Maybe in the future that will change. How many subscribers would you say it takes, or did it take you to start making $1,000 a month? Okay, so before my YouTube got bigger 4 months ago, I was at 4,000 subscribers, and at that time I was making like $100 a month from YouTube. After my YouTube got big, I immediately started making like $1,000 a month. And then for a while I was making like $2,000 a month, but then now it's back to $1,000. And even though my subscriber growth has increased, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It really depends on the views. Right now, every 48 hours, I'm getting about 10,000 views or 13,000 views. But at my peak, when I was making $2,000 a month from YouTube, I would say my views were 20,000, 30,000 views. Maybe 20,000 views per 48 hours. So it doesn't matter how many subscribers you get, it really depends on the views. So it's really hard to say how many subscribers you need to make $1,000 a month. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you again for 30,000 subscribers. We are gonna get to 100K this year. Even though my subscriber growth has like really slowed down, there's gonna be another spike this year in my YouTube growth. I just know it, and we will be at 100,000 subscribers, and I'll be making more content for you, and I love doing this. So thank you so much again for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you in the next video.